Excuse me. Excuse me. Can I have your attention, please? Tonight, we have for you entertainment of the most marvelous of sorts. That's right, back from the dungeon, the King's Jester will give you the performance of a lifetime. It's true. So, without further ado, everyone, welcome to the show.
Around me that I can't see, you know, lay down on my knees, but they won't leave. My whole demons life around me that I can't see, people always down on my knees, but they won't leave. Demons around me that I can't see, lay down on my knees, but they won't leave. Demons around me that I can't see, lay down on my knees, but they won't leave. I'm smart as they come, so just be careful what you're trying to pull. Being sneaky, trying to out-treat me, you must think I'm a fool. I'm the grandmaster, the rocket scientist from Lancaster, dumping humongous buckets of flavor on you bland bastards. I eat rappers and crap souls, the ghost of the collapsed old shack where the black pumpkin patch grows. I scratched holes in the coffin that they latched closed, dug up through the ground, broke the surface and my ass froze. Now I stand with the staff in my hand, a broken man looking out over the land from which I was banned. But I return in disguise to blend amongst the people, menacing, seeking vengeance against any presumptive evil. Demon spawn, sneak in your room at the gleam of dawn, wake you up, stab you in the face before you even yawn. And this is how I envisioned it all along. Just give me the heads of those who imprisoned me, I'll be gone. Demons around me that I can't see, lay down on my knees, but they won't leave. Demons around me that I can't see, lay down on my knees, but they won't leave. Demons around me that I can't see, lay down on my knees, but they won't leave. Demons around me that I can't see, lay down on my knees, but they won't leave. I used to entertain people in such innocent ways. Now I juggle 4-foot ninja blades and pillars grenades, drinking kerosene and breathing flames. I sneeze at people and casually say excuse me while they scream in pain. You get indicted for corporate stock extortions, I get indicted for unlawfully breathing life into rotten corpses. In cemeteries in the blackest darkness, I start to track the park behind the maintenance shack, dig up and snatch a carcass and drag them back to the lair. You know what happens there, surgical staples and dry blood stained mattress tears, replacing fingers with claws, stuffing faces with saws and implanting flesh-eating jars bigger than that of bears. That means my army of zombies is on its way to you all. The militia assault for the likes of which you can't prepare. Condemn to be chasing you as you run scared. Hop in your closet, light a match and there's one there. Demons around me that I can't see, lay down on my knees but they won't leave. Demons around me that I can't see, lay down on my knees but they won't leave. Demons around me that I can't see, lay down on my knees but they won't leave. Demons around me that I can't see, lay down on my knees but they won't leave. Demons around me that I can't see, lay down on my knees but they won't leave. Welcome to the greatest asylum, welcome to the greatest show, welcome to the coldest, darkest hole. Watch the dancing Joker cry, watch the teardrops on his eyes dry for all eternity, and welcome to the one genuine article surrounded by a crock of facades. So with the final bow, y'all don't even gotta applaud, cause I can give a damn about claps. I get those by pushing people into empty pools full of cocked mouse traps. All along I've been waiting and waiting, the violence and wrath that my chains were negating, dreaming of times and dreaming of places when I could set you up and scream in your faces. Scream in your faces. Scream in your faces.
joined the Covenant, we took an oath.
According to our station, all without exception.
On the blood of our fathers, on the blood of our sons, we swore to uphold the Covenant.
Even to our dying breath.
Those who would break this oath are heretics, worthy of neither pity nor mercy. Even now, they use our Lord's creations to broadcast their lies.
We shall grind them into dust.
And continue our march to glorious salvation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
Doohan, you saved my ass.
Not yet.
Huh?
Most of the heat-resistant tiles have peeled off. The temperature's rising.
The landing wheels aren't retracting.
Yeah? And the the number 2 nozzle won't work either.
What? Are you for real? We can't live without them. I knew I should.
Whatever happens,
I'm only 18.
happens.
buddy. I warmed it up for you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
Doohan, you saved my ass.
Not yet. Huh? Most of the heat-resistant tiles have peeled off. The temperature's rising.
The landing wheels aren't retracting.
Yeah? And the number 2 nozzle won't work either.
What? Are you for real? We can't live
Well,
without them. I knew I should.
Whatever happens,
I'm only 18.
happens.
buddy. I warmed it up for you.
Yo, what up? How y'all doing today? Appreciate you all for stopping by. I've been sick as hell lately. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I went for a walk last night hoping it would cure it. And it did. I just don't know what the hell I was sick with. It does? Holy shit. I mean, oh no. Nah, hell no. I feel like a bitch when I can't. It all started like a few days ago when I was working out and I thought I recovered and everything was like I was getting slapped with swords or something. And it's just been downhill. And I went for a walk last night with my brother and a long walk. And I guess I sweat it all out. I still feel a little bit of it. Like it's just my stomach now, but I don't know why I'm. Let me change the subject. What's up with you? How you doing? I was gonna go to the gym, but I didn't feel up to it today. Appreciate that. I don't even know why I did this live. I just did it just to do it. I'm better. It's just like energy. Like, what's the word? I don't know what the word is. For lack of a better word, I use energy. I just like have nothing in me. So I decided to just stay back and just bullshit today. I have a couple dumbbells I could use, but it's different when you go to the gym. I feel you. I feel you. That's dope. I know. I need to start taking. I literally don't take any vitamins like at all ever. I gotta start. This is my body telling me that. I wish I had a tripod, bro. How's the audio now? Is it any better or? For real though, that's real as hell. Damn, I'm right next to I'm by the way. Hold on. Damn. Is that any better? All right, cool. That's better. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I realize I have a lack of intros. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos, and somehow I feel like that's not enough. Yeah, anyway. I'm not monetized, so I can pretty much use whatever music I want for it. What y'all been up to though? I've been doing my own thing lately. It's good. Hot as hell. It's 90 right now. They said it's already fall, and I'm like, where? Still feel like summer to me. How was it over there? God, dog. What are you guys gonna do for? Have you guys thought about what you're gonna do for Halloween? Me and my brother were always like, nah, and then we say, how about if? And they were like, nah. What if we? Nah. Hella indecisive as hell. We usually say we're gonna give candy, but 9 times out of 10 we end up eating it all while we're watching a movie or whatever. What's up? What you want to ask? Could you hear the music at all? Female Joker is actually a real thing. There's a story. What's it called? I think it's called Flashpoint. Where instead of Batman's parents who get popped, can't even talk. Brain fart. It's where Bruce Wayne, Batman, he gets popped instead of his parents, and his dad becomes Batman, and his mom becomes Joker. And Harley Quinn, I think she ended up getting her own team, and a bunch of dudes became a bunch of Harley Quinns, if I remember correctly. That's dope, though. My brother, out of nowhere, came home with a Scream mask. It was $1 at the dollar store. I was like, what? Yeah, there's a cartoon movie on it, too. I forgot what it was called. I've seen the clips, but I've never really seen the movie. I used to try to upload movies to my channel before. Because during the time everybody was, but what do you mean by that? I don't. If you can clarify just a little bit. Yo, Smitty, what's good, brother? How you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. Likewise, brother. Likewise. Gray area of minority of problems. Like regarding what? Hmm. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be less and less within the space because of it. I don't see anything really being talked about. Everyone's covering the same topic. Everyone's saying the same thing. One side can say something, but if you reciprocate the energy, you get mad at you. I'm, man, it's so redundant, man. It's annoying. It really is. I'm in no way, in no position, gonna tell anyone to stop or to change what they're doing. I'm just simply not gonna indulge anymore. I realize I'm building everyone up. I want to get away from all that. I really do. I'm gonna start doing my own thing from now on. Shit's mad boring. For real though. Here's my thing though. I don't mind relationship conversations. I really don't. And I have insight to provide. I do. But I just don't think it's worth having all the time. Like there's millions upon billions upon trillions of things to talk about. Focusing on that one thing and then the one thing you don't like about it. It's crazy to me. It's just very weird. Ladies, hey Ari, how you doing? Thank you for coming. Shout out to RP and Bordy. Yeah, I feel you. Ladies of White Talk, that's a good channel. I think you'd like it. I feel that though. I really do. No, I was saying I think Xarax would like your guys' channel. If I remember correctly, you're both in the same area. Y'all in Frisco, right? It's a woman-led, a woman-ran channel. Oh, that's cool. There you go. That's so cool. If y'all want a woman's perspective on things, y'all should head over to the Ladies of White Talk. If you'd like, Xarax, you can drop your link. Look at that. Networking. I love it. I love that I can do that with people. Once I get things all settled in with all this and figure it out and get the right topics going, I really do think I'm gonna get things rolling. I really do. Anytime, anytime. Oh shit, my brother Nino Nation, what's good? What's good, brother? appreciate you stopping by, bro. I really do. Yeah, anytime, anytime. I know that's the one thing I lack in terms of this, though. Only this. It's just I'm not trying to be inconsistent. I'm just being very careful with how I do it. I want to make sure that when I do have a topic going, or when I do get guests over, that I'm precise about who I pick about it. That way, the conversation can be had, and it can be had in a, I guess, respectful way, lack of a better term, rather than just getting guests on that I don't like and disagree with, and just getting them on just to bash them. Nah, I'm none of that. And when I do tackle something on, yeah, there you go, more productive way. Nothing much, bro. I just started, so yeah. Shout out to the ladies, bro. They have game nights a lot. They have a lot of relationship conversations from the woman's side. And one thing you can say about it, it's very consistent. Makes a lot of sense when you do choose to listen. Just what was I gonna? It was gonna be about child support, but the guest that I had lined up for it fell through, and I was like, gosh dang it. So I still want to take that on, because I don't think anybody's really talking about the other side of what the men go through on that part. Everyone knows on the woman's half, but nobody ever really asks or. Here we go. Dun dun dun. I don't have a clip for that. Shit, I don't. Oh yeah, I do. Mm, I gotta get more clips, man. Y'all want to know something crazy? Gonna out myself right now, but I actually have content on Spotify. I completely forgot about it, and I remembered about it the other day. Oh my god, that shit's hilarious to me.
Welcome.
This is crazy. Yeah, it's an old podcast I had. I'm thinking of getting back to it. I gotta refigure all that out though. Dun dun dun. Let me do this. Da, 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 da. Whatever. If anybody wants to, there's no obligation to. There is truth to that though. Not not the hating on women thing, but the I know a lot of people don't care about men. There's a lot of men who don't care about men either. But from my perspective, what I would say about that is I think men don't operate on what's wrong with things, or men don't like to wallow, right? We like to assess the situation, analyze it, and resolve it. I'm not saying personally me that you can't vent or anything, but it's just, are you gonna fix it, or are you just gonna cry about it? Like, well, what would be, even if you just gonna talk about it? I would like to think that there would be some type of resolution or solution to a problem that you think either is something that you feel is worth addressing, and or it could be anecdotal. But the men hate women thing, I don't think there's any truth to that. There might be a select few minority who are maybe disgruntled about some things, and some might be disgruntled about it simply because it brings in money for them, or maybe whatever. I don't know. I'm not that person, but that would be my assumption. An educated guess would be about it. Do it. Do it.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
I gotta fix that clip. It's too short. That's what I don't like about there's that StreamYard cuts like a second off of the clips. So you gotta add like 1 or 2 seconds of like they take a second off or two of the clips, so you gotta add like 1 or 2 seconds of blank space on it so you can get the whole clip. That's what I've noticed, at least on my end. It's very true. Men are essentially predominantly logical creatures. If it adds to us positive, beneficial takeaways to it, we'll hear it out. I was hearing today earlier, I saw a clip. I should have saved it and brought it. But she was essentially saying that she's a woman and she can only be either a wife or a mom. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? What up, what up? I got somebody at the door. Let me. Where are you? Where are you? There you go.
Speak up, please.
What up, Zarex?
Hey guys, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm all right.
You and Nina got a back and forth going on.
We always do. Always about this this subject too. Nino's always saying, well, not just Nino, but a lot. Well, I guess this is manosphere, so yeah, like a lot of guys are always saying that women don't care about men, but I don't know about that. To simply say that we don't care about men's issue, I'm like, how can we care about men's issue if you don't speak of such issues? You guys always want to be stoic and and not seem like wimps or whatever. So you guys keep it to yourself. Like, how's it our fault? Women, we tend to be more vocal. We whine about everything, we cry about everything. We always felt the need to tell you guys everything, and so that's why like our issues are usually talked about. People always we're always trying to solve, yeah, like women's issue. But men, if you guys have issues, then it's not our fault that you guys don't want to talk about it. It's not our fault that you guys shame each other. If you feel like a certain way, because we're not the one that's shaming. It's you men shaming your own gender, and that's my position. Okay.
Nuh-uh.
You don't think so?
That's what I was saying earlier. I think men. This is from how I've been. I'll speak, which is more or less anecdotally,
Hmm.
but I like to think most men are like this in some way. That men don't like to wallow in their problems. They like to just analyze it, attack it, and solve it. I don't think men. There's some dudes out there who. What's the best term that I can put it without putting anyone down? They choose to just talk about their problems, but they don't really want to fix them. Because how I grew up, even when I was like that at first, I would just cry about my problems and I wouldn't fix it. My family and friends would just always tell me, well, okay, what's the problem? Let's talk about it. Okay, here's what you can do. Oh, but what if? Oh, but all these oh butisms, and they would just flat out call me out on my things like, yo, are you even trying to fix it? Do you even want to? If not, then why are you gonna bring it up for? Especially when around the time when I was doing time in juvenile hall, there was a homie of mine who complained every single day about if his girlfriend was cheating on him. And mind you, we're all in the same place, so we're like, well, what can we do about that? And then we provided some outlets for him to find out in any way, and all he would do would just complain about it and then just throw away our suggestions on how to possibly have some type of remedy for it. There's some people, both men and women, who don't really want to fix their problems. They just want to vent about it and just wallow in it. Most men don't like to do that. They like to just solve it and just move on. Because a lot of the time, the most feel like that time that's being used to vent about it could be used for time to fix it. That's my experience. I don't know if I can speak for anybody else per se, but I like to think I'm on the point a little bit.
No, I mean that does sound, um, how should I say it? It does sound, um, mm, yeah, in a way, yeah, sounds about right. Because when I think of, like whenever, like my husband come home from work and then, like, yeah, he wouldn't really say anything unless, of course, I ask, and I always get mad that I always have to ask. Like, I'll ask, oh, how's your coworker doing or whatever, and he was like, oh, yeah, he's all right, and like if say if they're having problems or whatever, he'll just ask like he wouldn't even ask any kind of questions. They'll end up like venting to him, and so I'll like of course I'll ask him questions. I'm like, oh, did she do this? Did the ex-wife do this? He was like, I don't know. I'm like, how come you didn't ask? I'm like, you're like a bad friend. I'm like, what kind of friend, like why aren't you? You're not even in house. Just you're not even investing a whole lot of energy and time into your coworker. You guys are just having a conversation. You would think that one would ask, hey, how come you didn't do this? How come you didn't do that? It's like I don't know. They just vent and I just listen. I don't say anything. I'm like, Jesus, she's such a horrible friend. That's wrong of me to accuse him of being a bad friend, but I don't know. I feel like if you see, if you see them as friends, you would want to ask questions and try to, I don't know, help them navigate, um, yeah, navigate whatever and try to help them, I guess, as much as possible. But the thing that he always says is like, that they didn't come to him for solutions. They didn't come to him and go, you think you can help me solve a problem? No, they just come and they start spilling, their drama and stuff like that. So yeah, he just assumed that they're just venting because he said that, there's a few times where he went out of his way to, trying to help his buddy. And yeah, it's like we went through one ear out the other. So he was like, if I'm gonna, invest time and energy into like helping you, and you're just gonna, toss it like it's nothing, then what's the point? So yeah, since then he's just, he just keeps everything, above surface level. And I'm just not one. I'm not the type to do that. I just can't. Maybe it's the like nosiness in me. I don't know.
I think I had a grandpa who's kind of like that, but he would like to leave work at work. He wouldn't want to bring any of that negative from the outside into the house. I'm assuming that's what he's trying to do. I don't know him like that, so I'm not trying to speak for him. There were days where I went to work with my grandpa, and he would tell me about all the dumb shit that happened that day. And once we got home, he just completely changed who he was.
I don't. To me, I feel like it's a one by like by I feel like a lot of people don't they don't yeah, they just don't care to ask questions. So um to me, I feel like it's sort of it's all part of like critical thinking. If you don't have critical thinking, then maybe, it's why maybe you're not asking questions. I don't know. I feel like, sometimes you don't have to experience, a whole lot of stuff to know a lot of stuff, and you can gain knowledge by just simply asking questions of people who are going through it, and then you could put, patterns together and stuff like that.
I like that. That's how I get a lot of my experience too, through observing others.
Exactly. Yeah. But I don't know. It's just like a lot of these conversations, like what I wrote in the chat, like I forgot what live I think it was his ladies first live stream, but then they're talking about they're saying about yeah, talking about they're sort of naming single women who in this space who they think that are would be good wives, and wives that should not be wives, right? And they were also saying that wives should not have like guy friends or whatever, and should not be I guess talking to their guy friends, should not be going on a date. But then that's like obvious. Of course the wives aren't going on dates with their guy friends, but then yet they could be like going to like lunch to catch up. But apparently to I don't know, the space that it's a wrong thing. And so I'm like, okay, if you guys see that, if a wife can't even interact with a guy outside of outside of her husband, then because if she were to interact with anyone outside of her husband, it would be considered cheating and bad. So does that mean that me supporting like the guys in this space, is that considered cheating? I'm in Discord, is that considered cheating? So and Fadi was saying that it's like no, it's not, but then again, like I'm like,
Hold up. I got
Okay.
a knock at the door.
Go ahead.
I got my homie, my brother from another mother, Nino Nation.
Who is it? Speak up, please.
Yo, what up, Nino?
What it do?
Appreciate you stopping by, bro.
No problem, man. I had the time, man. I supposed to been came on your show, man. So I figured since I was just laying in bed, not doing shit, come through.
Thank you for stopping by, bro. You were saying that, right?
Hi, Nino.
What's up, Zyrax?
I forgot where I was going with this.
Yes, right. Because the boss has showed up to address the nonsense you're spewing online. Let's bring it all the way back to when you first got on the panel, right? Now, she said something about, men saying that nobody really cares about men or what they're going through. And instead of having empathy and wondering, do we not care? You know what she did? It's your fault. That's exactly what I mean. I don't give a fuck. Even if we tell y'all, guess what happens? Not just men, but women. Oh, he's a complaining ass bitch. He's a complainer. He's a whiner.
I did not say that you guys are complainers or whiners. I'm simply saying that, if you want women to care, because you're saying that we don't care. So, okay, if we were to concede to that, then like what next? Maybe the reason why we don't care is because we don't know. You guys aren't speaking up about it. We're not saying that, that like, oh, forget you. Wah. No, we're simply, saying that, if you want us to care more about your issues, then yes, speak up. So that way we know. Because then I feel like you would have more of your claim would be more credible if like say you spoke up and we still didn't care, then it's valid. It's valid to say that we don't care about your issues. But if you guys haven't like really brought it upon like our attention and you guys been keeping it inside, you can't then go, you can't go, oh, you guys don't care about our issues. It's like, well, we didn't know there was issues. Uh-oh. Did Nino drop off?
I think so.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Not bad. Sometimes my internet take a second to get situated or whatever.
That's all mine is.
No, because I got it hooked up through the Ethernet cord, but it's running off the Wi-Fi for some reason. So waiting for it to switch to there it goes. Now it's on the Ethernet, so we should be good.
Cool.
I don't know where I got cut off at though.
Did you hear him? You heard everything that I said though, right, Nina?
Nah, like I got dropped out.
Okay, I should be looking at my screen more often. No, I was just saying that I feel like that if you guys don't bring it up to our attention, then we're not gonna know. We're not gonna know if what issues what kind of issues you guys have. We're not. I don't think we would ever say wait, hold on. How should I don't even know why you guys would say that we don't care though. If it's unknown. If it's unknown, then you can't sit there and go, can't blame the other person. But say if you brought it upon their attention and they still didn't do anything about it, then you could go, they don't care. But if they don't know, you can't go, they don't care.
But that's what I'm talking about. It's like you're contradicting yourself. If I'm saying, because I know I've said it that people don't really care about what's going on with men, and your response to that, well, if y'all don't vocalize, why isn't it questions being asked? Well, what don't we care about? What are your issues? Yeah, exactly. Why isn't it responded with what are the issues instead of just automatically throwing fault? Why would I tell you what's wrong with me if you automatically blaming me for something? You know what I'm saying? And another thing I point out is before you go.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
When women have issues, they don't have to vocalize it. You can just tell they have an issue, and we've all seen it before. You have a relationship. What's wrong? And she goes, nothing. But as a man, you still got to figure that shit out, right? You still got, because something's wrong with it, even though she's not vocalizing. That's how much we care. But if a man does the same thing, and we say nothing, that's your response. Oh, you're not vocalizing it. Oh well, because you don't have to care. You're not the leader. That's what. Oh, go ahead. For them. I don't want to overtalk.
You do have a point there, but then, like, because we're usually conditioned to, to just to take you guys at your word, right? When we ask, is everything okay? And you go nothing, then we feel like if we keep bugging you guys, then you guys will get like angry, and so, you know, and plus, damn it, like I totally get what you mean, because sometimes, yeah, like it's like damn if you do, damn if you don't. I feel like, of course, of course, when you go, we don't care about, men's issue. It's not so much as we're being very dismissive, and instead of asking, okay, so what are the issues? The reason why we don't do that, because you're already blaming us. You're already saying we don't care. If you go, I have issues, I think I have issues that I want, to talk to you about, or, to bring it up to, everybody's attention. You don't think women would be like, oh, what is it? What are the issues? Of course they would.
Can I
But
answer
you're going, but go ahead.
Because you kind of asked the question and you answered it. But what I would say is women care about the issues of the men they care about. Right? The men that they actually notice. The men that they might be somewhat attracted to or find entertaining or funny. But the guy that you might perceive as weird, you may not know that guy, but he's not attractive. Maybe he ain't catching your attention. You don't give a fuck what's going on with that guy. You just hoping he don't do something to you. That's what I mean.
Yeah, but then you don't think men, are the same way? They don't care about every single woman.
They care about women in general. They care about women in general. Anyone. I put it like this. Even some of the most unattractive women get more attention than the finest man. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. I'm trying to tell you they do. You can even look it up on, let's say, these dating sites, where average women get way more attention on these dating sites than some of the most attractive men. The average man gets little to no attention on the dating site. Your picture ain't looking up the part. You know what I'm saying? You're invisible.
Yeah, but then you can't just judge, judge it off of the damn app. Of course, the app, people are gonna, they're trying to get with someone that they're attracted to, but that doesn't necessarily mean that just because a guy is not as unattractive to them that they don't care about that person. I'm a married person and I care about men issues. So how can you say that we don't care about men issues?
All right, let me put it another way. Right? How often do you think women get compliments as compared to men? If I get a compliment, it's a rare thing. I'm like, I don't even know how to deal with it because it happens so rarely. But you give women they get so many compliments that nowadays when you compliment them, they can get annoyed by it. Oh, it's another dude telling me how good I look. Oh, it's another guy telling me how pretty I am. Leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even bother them half the time.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I don't think I could answer that, because, it wasn't like that for me. So, yeah, like if someone throws a compliment my way, yeah, I wouldn't even know how to handle it.
So
To put what
relate.
Yeah, well, yeah. So like I don't know.
What'd you say, Gasman?
I never know what to say. Very few times I'm complimented on something. I like compliment just the weirdest shit back. Like, oh, nice, fucking nice shoe. I sound hella awkward and dumb, and I'm like, damn, what the hell was that? I walk away feeling hella dumb.
You're not used to it.
Yeah.
You know how bad it is for me? I don't even I refuse. I can't open I don't do surprises, and I can't open gifts in front of people. And or like if I had, if I receive like a gift and I know how much it is, I'll make them return it. Like I don't want it. Maybe it goes back to my childhood, and my shit that had happened, my childhood. But like I wouldn't really know how to tackle your question. But maybe I think okay, I think like in general, yeah, we do compliment, girls because we know that this is like um a man's world, because it was, made by and so yeah, we tend to boost up, little girls so that way they will have a little bit like a higher self-esteem and um because of course like we know that um then boys like tend to pick on little girls because you know just because.
No, you know why that is? 9 times out of 10, especially little boys, right? 'Cause little boys, they kids, they don't know any better. 9 times the only way a little boy could get the little girl attention is to pick with her.
Oh,
It's no different than a child trying to get their parents' attention. And if good things don't work, then they'll do bad things. But at least they're getting some attention. At least their parents acknowledge them in one way or another. So it's the same thing. You never heard that saying that sometimes a little boy picking with you is because he like you.
yeah, but then not all attention is good.
Yeah, but not all attention is good. I think I said that. If you can't get the good attention, then you'll settle for the bad attention because some attention is better than no attention.
And I think
I
that's
wanted
where
to,
maybe we're wrong in thinking that way, that that some attention, even if it's bad attention, is better than no attention. I don't know. I think maybe we need, I don't know. I'm thinking that, like, yeah, no attention is better than bad attention.
I don't know about that. You watch Naruto, that's half of what the story is about. How easily it would have been for Naruto to turn evil instead of good because of the lack of attention or the lack of love he was getting in his village. No attention makes you angry, bitter, hateful, spiteful.
Because you feel ignored.
Yeah. How do you know you exist if nobody acknowledges you?
Okay, then, well, then, same goes, then shouldn't that apply to, men's problem then? Like,
What you
in a
mean?
way, you bring your problems to people's attention and then people become more aware and it
Oh no,
your audio is out, guys.
your mic went out. Oh, it's going
Oh,
down.
yeah.
Yes, sorry, I have a phone call. Hold on 1 second.
I wanted to go back real quick to the how women get more attention than men thing. If you were to look at the statistics of like homeless people per se, like a woman would get like 10 different programs to get her back in a house and have to suffer it out and go to work and sleep in his car for like months and years on end until he saves up to have a place. But a woman, and even if she has a child, there's gonna be like different programs to get them off the street and put them in like a shelter or like something like that. But a dude, there ain't no programs for men out here.
Not at all. You better figure it out. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? But you're absolutely right about that, man. If it's a woman in distress on the street, somebody's gonna stop and see what's up with that person. If it's a man on distress in the streets, more than likely the cops are gonna get called if he don't move.
Yep.
Get this bum out of here. This crazy person, man, is standing in the middle of the park crying. Get him up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And you can't complain about that. I mean, you can, but you'll get met with shame. Oh, you bitching. Stop crying. Stop complaining. Do something about it.
Yep.
But that's the price of being a leader, man, because leader isn't,
All the weight on you.
yeah. You can't be out here stressing. You got to be making solutions. That's what the expectation of a leader is.
Yep.
So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Even now, just talking about it, it's not necessarily that I'm complaining about it. It's just
Yeah.
I'm bringing light to it. But when you even bringing light to it, the complaint that you see in this space when men are bringing light to things that bother them or is wrong with as far as the male point of view, the first thing they say, "Oh, you upset? Oh, you're crying? Oh, you mad?" And then what Zyrax would say is, "Oh, it's men shaming men. No, it's women shaming men about the same thing. We're not allowed to complain about the same things they can freely complain about. They get met with empathy. We get met with criticism."
Another thing I wanted to talk about was when you're sheltered off, when you're solitaire. Even if we were to look at it like in terms of like prison stuff, like prison sentences, guys in there when they're by themselves, they go crazy. But when they're in the within the population of like either general population or like whatever main yard stuff, they seem to have a better mental health than those who did time by themselves because they end up being sheltered and they end up being like corner animals more or less. Anything is gonna make them lash out, and it's bad for your health mentally being alone because there's a lot of posts like where they make it seem like it's cool. Like overall, it's not that good for you. You need interaction just for the sake of like dopamine for this within the benefits of a conversation with somebody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. That's why in jail, the punishment when you do something wrong in jail is solitary.
It's like a jail within the jail.
Yeah. You go crazy without somebody around. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody like me, I'm kind of built for it because I don't have brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
being alone doesn't bother me the same way it bothers somebody that maybe grew up in a 2-parent, 3 to 4 sibling home. They've always had somebody around to talk to and play with, and then you go to school with even more people, a good community, a nice neighborhood where everybody knows each other and talk to each other. Then you get thrown in jail and you get put in solitary. You have nobody.
yeah, it's a culture shock.
Yeah. It drives somebody mad when you got only person you have to deal with is yourself and your own thoughts. Some people not used to that. A lot of people not used to that.
Like I'm kind of contradicting myself because I'm one of the I grew up with brothers and sisters, or one sister, but mostly brothers. And overall, as I gotten older, I just prefer to be alone more than because during my high school days, I was out and about all the time. There was days where I was missing from being called the cops to look for me, and I would just be chilling at my homie's house, and I was out. But as an adult, for some weird reason, I don't know, something just flipped in me, and I just didn't want to be with anybody anymore. I had my select small few circle who I was cool with, and I just kept it at that. I think it was just the me of just wanting to stay out of trouble, probably subconsciously. That's probably what it is.
Yeah, that'll do it. Kind of why because I used to always be around people. Now, I mean, I still can be around. I have my moments, you know what I'm saying, but
yeah,
I'll never be upset like being in my own house, chilling by myself, catching up on anime or movies or whatever the case may be, or just sitting alone, whatever. Because when I'm around people, man, it's like absorbing energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeding off everybody's energy. And they feeding off of mine. And all that is kind of draining.
Yeah, it is.
So sometimes I think honestly, like when you do that, it's probably just you recharging, man.
That's a great point.
That's weird. Weird, right? I come from a big family, and like I think only maybe 2 of us like the fact that we came from a big family, but the rest of my siblings, yeah, they couldn't wait to move out as soon as they turned like 18 or something. They did not like the fact that that we were a big family, and I don't know. And then the only 2 that enjoyed and loved the fact that we had a big family was me and my older brother. That was it. And sometimes I wondered, how is it that, we were all raised like the pretty much, yeah, the same, but yet, we have different views or outlook, on family and and even values, you know.
Because we all different. We all got a different thinking process. Even though y'all came in the same house, you had the same rules, y'all had different experiences in that situation and different thought process. It's like fingerprints. No thought process is the same.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it's just like any other animal. Just like dogs, you can have, a dog and have that dog have a litter of puppies. All them puppies gonna be different.
Yeah.
Very much. Yep.
There's a husky that it's not this husky just like roams around like our neighborhood, and she had 9 pups. She just gave birth to 9 pups. That's crazy.
What you said is husky?
She's a husky.
Yeah, I've heard of dogs having 12, 15 puppies.
Oh damn, really?
Yeah, the bigger dogs. Shoot. Let me know. Be
I had
having
a
them by the
chihuahua
dozen.
that had like 3 litters. And they were all like 8 to 10 each. And I was like, damn, man, that's crazy. My dog would get out, and there was a dog across the street who would literally roam the streets and would lay in the middle of the street, and cars would have to drive around him like he owned the neighborhood. It was crazy. My dog ended up getting out, and he ended up smashing on one of my dogs. I was like, God damn. And she loved them. She would find a way to get out and be with him and just chill with them. They'd be in their front yard, just sitting there. And you'd be like, yo, where the fuck is Chica at? Look the house, and you look around, and you find out, and you hear a bark from down the street, and you're like, oh, hell no. And they're just chilling. He's just sitting there, and she's just trying to play with him.
Have you guys ever heard of like, dogs, like dogs don't ever eat like other dogs, right? Like big dogs don't ever eat like little dogs.
Depends on how hungry the dog is.
Oh, so a dog would
I've
eat
heard
like
dogs
a
eat
little
dogs.
dog.
A dog will get to a point where it eat any meat. I would
A
argue to
stray
say
dog with
humans
a
are the same way. I would argue to say humans. Why you think so many other countries and they have different, levels of food where they eat, like like they be eating octopus and calamar. How you think, like, we don't eat that normally? You know what I'm saying? That's like an acquired taste over here. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
you eat that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get hungry, you'll sample some shit you ain't never sampled before. You know?
Yep.
You ever seen this movie called Alive? Is that right?
Alive? Nuh-uh.
It's based on a true story about this it's either rugby or soccer. I think it was rugby. Well, it was a team of them, and they was on a plane, and the plane crashed in the mountains where it was snow and all that shit. And it ended up, a lot of them died, but I think like it was at first it started off with like 22 people left alive. By the end of it, it was probably like, I don't want to lie, but let's just say for just to get the story going, it was like 10 people left alive. Those 10 people had to eat on those other motherfuckers that died and to survive. You know what I'm saying?
So instead of hunting, animals, they decide to eat their own.
T-Rex. They crashed on a mountain with pretty much nothing. They didn't have hunting materials. These people don't know how to make weapons to go hunt things. And who's to say how many animals it was out there? It was mostly snow. You should watch the movie. It was literally to eat these people that's dead and frozen. That's how cold it is. You know what I'm saying? Or starve to death.
That sounds familiar. I gotta watch like a trailer of it to see.
So they ate it raw.
Mm-hmm. In the movie they did. I don't know what they did in real life, but it's based on a true story. They actually ate people.
I'd rather just die.
You think that until you get that hungry.
No, I'd rather just die. I ain't about to eat a dead person.
I could fast, but eventually I'm gonna want some food.
Yeah, like I want to say that Zyrex, but I'm honest with myself. I'm gonna step outside of what I feel, right? And what I know logically is I've never been that hungry to even have to even think about it. You know what I'm saying? But what is it about that most of the people that survived the crash and didn't die due to injuries or whatever? All those people who decided, hey man, we got to eat this dead bodies because we need energy in order to survive and find help. Because the way they ended up getting found was two guys ended up going off from the rest of the group to try to find help, and it took them weeks, months, or whatever to find help. But before they left, they packed up on human meat. They was eating it like beef jerky. In the movie.
I know why that's familiar. Family Guy did a little parody episode of that.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I gotta watch
Lab,
it.
so if you ain't seen it, check it out, man. I'd be surprised. Most people I would have thought saw that movie.
I gotta check that out.
No,
They even did a remake of it, but I think the original Alive movie is better than the remake they did.
Oh, it's always like that. Remakes never
people were
capture the soul.
selfish. I'm not gonna eat. I'd rather just sit there and just die of hunger. Fuck it.
I'd do it. If I was forced to, back up against the wall, it's either them or me. I'd rather stay alive and fed.
You know, okay. You know, I take that back. Like, the bodies that are already dead, okay. But like, if I'm gonna have to, either kill this person to, eat the person, then yeah, I'd rather just die.
See, you add something to the story. I never said anybody got killed. It was a plane crash. So
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying,
They never got to that point where they was killing each other to eat.
Jesus Christ. Like
I've heard of stories though.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Gas Mask.
No, I was just saying I've heard of stories like that though, where people crash on the land and no help came, and they just said, you know what? They had to make a decision.
When was this, Nino?
When was what? When did it happen?
Mm-hmm.
Don't give me the line. It probably was in the late 70s, early 80s. Let me see. I can look it up right quick.
Cause I'm like, don't like airplanes stay like have records, they know like how many airplanes are up in the air and stuff like that if one goes missing.
1992.
Yeah, it definitely probably didn't have it back then.
No one
They had one in 1993, and the remake was in 2006.
Oh, wow.
Gas mask already on. I'm doing it on my phone.
I looked it up. I typed it in.
Is it Uruguay's rugby team? That's what it was.
Oh damn! What that's South America, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I can see why.
Why? What's why you see why what?
Well,
That racist.
Really, Nino?
I didn't think about it. Like, oh, now you see why. What you talking about, Cyrax? You talking about the plane, right?
Of course.
I know.
I'm talking about
the way it was sounding. The way it sounded, because the way you said it, you paused. You know what I'm saying? You didn't finish the statement. So it was like, yeah, oh, they're from South America. I see why. And the most specific thing we talking about is them eating people.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking like that. I was thinking more about, the technology, how it's yeah. Now who's racist?
Nobody.
I wasn't even
I was
thinking like
just
that.
saying it sounds racist. You gotta understand everybody don't think like you. You know?
Mm-mm-mm. That's crazy, yo.
Trying to find when this damn shit happened in real life. $1972. No, wait, that might be.
I seen videos of huskies. They crazy.
No, huskies are good.
There's this one I seen. This one they went hella viral, I guess. But there's one of this husky just screaming at the top of his lungs. Nobody's doing nothing to him. He's just laying there next to the door, just screaming for the hell of it.
Yeah, a lot of them are talkative, very
Yeah.
talkative, and they leave a lot of fur a lot of places, and they have a lot of energy. It depends on
My
what type
homie
of
had a
person
big
you
ass
are. If it's a
husky.
good dog for you, I wouldn't say anybody should get a husky. Some joints. Yeah,
That's true. I grew up with mostly pits.
yeah,
Them
pit
dogs are big ass babies.
Mm-hmm.
What do people see in bulldogs? French bulldogs.
I don't know. I don't see
Them
the
dogs.
same. They must got a hell of a personality or something. I don't know.
Personality. They look. Never mind.
You know
Meg
how
Griffin was a
you,
pit of a bulldog.
I think you know how it is. They see the uppity people with them, so all of a sudden everybody think that's the thing to get.
Wait, are French bulldogs are they the ones that look like pugs? Or are they the big
Oh,
fat?
No, they the
oh,
ones that look like a mixture like of a pug and a bulldog, but they smaller and their ears stand up.
Mm.
they've been having like a tongue stick out like the side of their mouth, like drooling.
My neighbor had this pit. She was a girl. She looked at first when you first meet her, you would think she's like mad dangerous. And I was walking by the house one day. I was picking up my brother from school, and she bursted out the front door, broke it open, "Rah, rah, rah, rah." And I was like, oh shit! And I don't know what possessed me to just stop and just want to pet it, and I did, and it laid there and let me pet it. I was like, what the hell? And one day it broke out of the fence, and I was walking my dog. He's also a pit too. And we're walking, and we seen the dog loose. We're like, oh shit, right? Because not just because it's a pit, just like a loose dog. It's just it's unpredictable. But 9 times out of 10, I could tell when a dog's a threat or not. And I seen that it was her. I was like, oh shit. And she seen us from afar. We're walking. I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. And I was thinking, no matter which way I go, she's gonna run to it. So fuck it, I'm just gonna go. Because I was like 5 minutes away from my house. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna keep going this way. And she seen us and she ran, boom, boom. She's kind of like stocky, and you can hear like the steps when she's running. And I'm like, oh fuck, I'm getting ready to like. I moved the leash from my right hand to my left. So I was getting ready to just knock it the fuck out if it tried anything. And it came up to my dog, smelled them, and ran away. I was like, what the fuck just happened? But when we walk by her house, she's mad aggressive behind the fence.
No,
That's
it's
just hella
safe.
funny to me.
No, it's safe.
They said that like pit bulls are like the they're that they've been like
Nanny dogs.
they're sort of portrayed as bad dogs, but really they're like the best dogs. As long as you train them right, they're like very friendly.
They started off as babysitters.
That's all
That's what they were
dogs.
bred for. They were called nanny dogs.
So you said,
I was saying they ain't no different than any other dog.
oh, okay.
All
I
dogs
feel
are
about
what you
that.
make them. You can make a golden retriever into a monster.
True.
You know what I'm saying? It's all on how you train him and the life you put that dog through and what you teach it or not teach it to do.
Most stray dogs are like mostly afraid of humans, and they are portrayed in the news as wild, aggressive, and scary. We used to have stray dogs come to our house for some odd reason and just chill with us. They would just lay there on the lawn and just not fuck with nobody.
Yeah,
I was able to keep one of them one time.
I think some dogs, like you can run across a crazy dog, you know what I'm saying? Just like a crazy
Yeah,
person, but I don't think that got anything to do with breed.
yeah.
We were raising my mom's dog. My mom's dog's like I don't know what kind of dog. I don't know the breed. It's like sort of um it has the like Rottweilers the the sort of the eyebrow
Doberman,
it's
Doberman?
yeah like a mini like
mini
a
dope.
mini one
Hmm.
that doesn't get big, it just stays small. And
Yeah, I know.
so she's been with our family for like oh for like almost 10 years. And so she was staying over at my house, and then one night when we let the dog, outside to go, to do whatever, there's a pack of dogs, big dogs, and um one of them is, I think it's a husky, and um yeah, chased after my mom's dog and my sister's dog, and was able to snatch my mom's dog, and was gonna drag her like out in the field or something, because we there's a field behind us. And so of course, like my husband ran out and with the stick and trying to get the dog to drop my mom's dog. And when it dropped my mom's dog, but then it also came and grabbed her again, dragged her all the way to the field. And it was like, this is like around like 8 o'clock at night. So by the time my husband went back there, like, yeah, like the dog, my mom's dog was like, yeah, bleeding and was like dying. We took it to like the vet, and they said that, yeah, there's no um
No
they
save.
can't do anything about it. And that's why I ask if, do like dogs eat like another dog? Because I don't know if that dog was trying to just like, I don't know, fight my mom's dog or whatever, or like because it looked like it was trying to, yeah, like not eat it, but then, grab it and trying to, take the dog away. So in a way, it sort of seems like it was trying to eat it, but I don't know for sure.
Hmm.
So do you think that's what it was doing?
I don't know. It could have been just trying to kill it, you know. Like a lot of people don't know. Like when you see a dog take like a dog toy, like a little soft, squishy dog toy, and they shake it, they try to rip it apart. That's all
Yeah.
just the instincts to do that shit anyway. That's why they like squeaky toys, because it sounds like a mouse when they bite into it. You know what I'm saying? Like
My
the
parent would
instinct is
destroy
still there.
everything.
Yeah, the instincts is still there. So if they get in that mode on another dog, you know what I'm saying? It's probably just trying to act.
Especially smaller ones.
Yeah, that's why when you train your dog with a little squeaky toy, you know what I'm saying? Keep in mind what you're training.
Yep.
Oh, so don't so don't do that.
Oh, you can. You can. I
But you
just
should keep saying if the dog is annoying the other one too.
hmm like it's like body language. Dogs have a certain body language. Once you learn that, it's like that shit is easy to train them because you can see what the fuck is going on. Certain stances they take, certain things that happen, certain ways they look, the head standing up on the back. Like if you see if a dog is approaching you with his head standing up on his back, that's a problem. Hair ain't standing up for no reason, you know.
There's
If
this
you
one dog at the park that my dog hated for some. It was a nice dog too, and my dog was like a super passive dog. And there was one day when I had him tied up next to me, and I was working out, and I don't know what happened, but he broke off the collar and broke off the leash and got in the dog's face and growled. I was like, "What the fuck?" It was trippy because like I would expect that if the dog was like in some way threatening me, but it wasn't. It was like 5, 10 feet away from me. And my dog just hated that dog. I was like, what the fuck happened, bro? And the next day he was all buddy buddy with him. I was like, this dog's something else.
Dogs, they don't they're not usually um on the offense, right? Usually when they attack, it's because it's defense, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the time it's defense.
So if a big dog is able to tell that that it's that small dog, then why would it feel the need to, like, to attack them?
Territory.
Yep.
Even females?
Yeah.
A dog is a dog, regardless.
Females care about territory probably more than males do. The females are the worst to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. They the hardest to train and the meanest.
One of my dog's moms was hella mean. Hell, didn't let nobody near her at all. She even attacked a lot of her puppies. We had to keep her away from it. And there was one day where we went back to my cousin's house because that's where their mom lived. And the dog was pretty big too, and her name was Minnie. And the one day she was just chilling in the living room, and she beat the shit out of both my dog and her sister for no reason. She just came in the living room, and she just like not like crazy, bloody or like scratchy, but it was like, you know what I mean. They were like screaming and like they were biting each other's not neck, but like I guess they were going for it, but they were like choke each other with the collar. She would like just mangle them from the neck and shit. It's like there was no reason for it. She would just do it and just walk away. It was mad. It was mad weird. But for some weird reason, she was like very nice and obedient to like one or two people. I don't know how the hell they got about the breed with that, but shit was crazy.
Is there a certain breed of dog that like makes like the worst mother? Is that even such a thing?
The Chihuahua I had, she hated her puppies. She would run away from them, literally. She'd get jumped by 100 different puppies trying to get milk. That shit was funny.
It's just a matter of opinion. I never heard that before though. Like a certain breed of dog that's just bad mothers. You think if they bad mothers, then they let it, I mean, not they lineage won't keep going because there'd be so many bad mothers that it, you know what I'm saying, won't be no damn puppy. But I never heard of nothing like that. But I do know the dog that bites the most, that bites his owner the most, is the Chihuahua, the smallest of them all.
Chihuahuas are mean as hell. I had a few. There's this game we used to play where we would just be chilling and give the Chihuahua like a chicken bone or something, and she would run to the stairs and eat it. And we would play games to like try who can get the closest to taking it away from her. That shit was hella funny because you could like make a beat out of her growls and shit from we were trying to take the bone from her. That shit was hella funny.
I'm not a dog person at all. I like dogs, but then I just enjoy cats better.
Yeah, I've had a couple cats. I prefer dogs though.
Yeah, I respect cats. Think they make good pets for certain people. I could fuck with a cat. You know what I'm saying? Cats are cool. Some of them joints be demons.
Hell yeah.
And I'm not saying literal demons, but bad cats that fuck you up and scratch. I don't like those like cats. You can keep those.
They just look at you and judge you.
It's pure. You can see the demon in it. I like kittens though. I get along with all kittens.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it wasn't mine. I was watching it for my homie who got locked up, and there was nobody there to watch over the cat. So I said, I'll take over the cat until you get out or whatever. And it was a little kitten, and for some odd reason, I don't know what the hell it was. Whenever I had like a cup of noodles or something, that cat would like run to me and then I just like screech and beg loud as hell for some. Only when I had noodles though. When I had anything else, it wouldn't fuck with me. But when I was having noodles, that was the one thing it loved. It was so weird.
Might have been the HMO. No.
All right, guys. I'm sorry, but I gotta go. Gas mask and Nino. My kids are home, so.
All right. Thank you for stopping by, Cyrex. Thank you.
Of course, gas always. All right, later, Nino.
All right. Well, that. Kids
She's
go
good
home,
people.
gotta go gone.
My little folks are about to get here soon too. When
Yeah.
they get here, that's about it.
Well, shit. I'm about to roll out anyway, man. You know, the big guy's live. You know, he probably just starting. His intros be like 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, the time on these things just flies by hella fast.
Yeah, that's a good thing, man.
Yep.
But I'll check you out next time, man. I know you be doing random, so I'm available if I'll pull up for sure.
Facts. I gotta figure out a schedule. I should just be sporadic as hell.
Hey, sometimes it's alright to be random. But you'll get it, you'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Just gotta
Thank you for stopping by, bro.
All right, appreciate you, man.
Have a good one.
All right.
Okay. Damn, that was hella cool. But I'm gonna get my day started though. I appreciate you all stopping by. Appreciate everybody. They even just left one comment in the comment section. I appreciate you guys wholeheartedly. Thank you so much. I know this shit's random as hell and you never really figure out a time. But when I finally do, I think y'all will finally be able to tune in comfortably. But you all have a great day. Thank you all. God bless. Have a good rest of your day and your night. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.
always hang around too long. Seriously. 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 Seriously, what are you trying to get? What are you trying to get? Some weird footage of me doing something weird? Why do you keep watching me? Why does everybody talk to me all the time? Why can't you just leave me alone? I'm not doing anything. I did what you wanted, all right? I did everything you asked, and I didn't get shit for it. So get that camera out of my face.